Okay, I'm going to strip back the insulation on those 4 wires, and I'm going to tin them. This is the stereo jack we're going to use. It's flush mounted. We're going to tin the connectors on it. Sorry, this is hard to hold. Trying to get my solder into place so I can. Yeah, I have trouble holding this little bugger. And when I get all 4 of them tinned, makes it a whole lot easier. Okay, here's the stereo jack wire. I don't need this long. This long. So I'm going to cut that off down there, maybe around 10 inches. Now this wire is really nice for hacking the S40. You can take the insulation off of it, and this is really nice wire for the S40. And you can also use it on the S600 to go around the power bar, but it's a little thicker than I like for that part. So we'll take that and we'll strip her down, because what I need to know, I already know this information because I have it written down on a picture, but not everybody does. So we need to determine what wires are which on the stereo jack. Okay, I want to strip that insulation off the plug that I'm using, and I need the silver. So I need to separate the silver, it's like a ground wire, from the others. Once I do that, that's my ground. Pull it out there, and get it nice and straight. And strip off a little insulation. Okay, I'm going to plug that in. Now I can tell you with experience, the long one is the ground. So the one comes from the USB. I'm going to solder that one right to the longer terminal, and that's my ground or common. Okay, I'm going to use a continuity meter with a buzzing sound, so if I touch 2 probes, it'll make a sound. So I'm going to go to this terminal, touch a wire. If I hear a buzzing sound, that's what I want. So I want my white wire on that terminal. So I'll bring it around. Get it there and just touch that with my, since I have a tin in everything, all I gotta do is touch it and it'll melt right in. Same with the next one. I'll go to the next post. So that's my shutter or yellow wire. That's my yellow wire, which is shutter, which I have as blue coming out of the camera. So I'll bring that around. And same thing, just hit that with my iron. It'll puddle and be fine. The last one's pretty obvious. It's going to go to your last terminal. Just put that there. And there we go. I'll remove the stereo jack. Work this way in. I always put the longer tab off this to the outside There's that long one I said was common. So keep the common. So we got to work these wires in without pulling them off or breaking them. Snap that together. Try to make sure there's no wires tangled around anything. I always take these two wires and twist them because it is open right here on the back. So I'll twist them and keep them there. Got to keep them routed away from the USB. I got my white wire in the wrong spot. So I get underneath that USB so it's my ground. It can sometimes take a little bit of work to get these wires where you want them. There's a bunch of them now. Great. Okay, I'm going to pull off my tape. If it leaves any residue there, you'll need to wipe it off. Which I need to wipe it off. I got a little bit of dirt. And here's the key. There's your selector. Push it all the way to the left. Make sure your little black selector in the top is all the way to the left. Now we put the camera top on. Snap it together. You'll need to pull down the battery tab just a little bit. And we're going to open up the battery compartment just a little bit. We got the screw there on top. We'll put that screw in. The S600 is probably one of the best cameras as far as I'm concerned. It's got definitely has the best flash. It's not the fastest camera. I do like the 4-wire hack. It keeps the lens out. Doesn't make as much noise. Speeds up maybe half a second. Not much fast. The only board that'll run a 4-wire hack is the board from YetiCam, www.yeticam.com. You got to make sure you order the right board because they have two boards for this. One's a standard programming, and the other one's for lens mod required. You want the lens mod required if you're doing a 4-wire hack, and that one's actually at the bottom of the ordering page. A lot of times people order the wrong ones. Oops, I got tangled in there. Slide that in. The connector's good. Okay, I'm going to put my stereo jack back in. I'm going to check my hack. Now, I want to touch my red, which is my power, with my silver, which is my common or ground. Camera power on. I should get an error that says turn the power off and on again. This means I have a 4-wire hack and it's working okay. If you have a 3-wire hack, then you should not have that error. So now I want to power it back down. And I want to take my lens cover wire, which was my white wire, and I'm going to tie that with my common and ground. Now I'm going to do again, I'm going to hit that with my power button. Camera power's on. Now, if I take my shutter, I take a picture. Now, if I pull this wire off now, if I pull the lens cover wire off, I will get the error and the lens will stay out. But if I tie the lens cover wire to the common again and power on. Now this time if I power off, the lens goes all the way in. Kind of keep that hit. The Yeti control board will control this function. You won't get the error. The hack is done. It works great. It's a really nice camera. It's one of the best one you can get. The prices are high right now. So hopefully you've learned a little bit about how to hack a Sony S600 and help you in the future. That's it.